Was a great collective message, and go figure that we have Cinderella playing in the background. But this has to do with literally getting out of Cinderella syndrome. A lot of the collective is getting out of survival mode or out of just an old way of being, old ways of thinking, just outdated versions of ourselves. And like what used to serve us now, no longer that person like is required for this next level in life. So I had pulled some cards, and there's a card that I pulled out, and it's been like it's been pulling up for me, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the collective too. But anytime it's like a death card, pretty much for me, but it's like a death and a rebirth, and this is never forever, a chance to experience something rare. So what I'm getting from this is like where you're at is very temporary, and so these next steps. Give me a second. So I had pulled this card. One second. All right, it says, have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it perfectly came together? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us into seeing where we are going and the star she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but our outcome is better than thought if possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities even when the route is not as directed as you imagine. Listen to your intuition and know you got this. Kind of like what I've been saying in my readings. With as in the destination, it a lot of times what spirit has planned for us and what we have planned for us are like two completely different things, and like what spirit has planned for us and what we expected like is so much better. Like what spirit has planned for us is so much better than what we can even expect. So that's what I'm getting from that, and I feel things are about to speed up and very quickly. Very quickly. And so this one has to do with life force energy, right? So I feel right now what we're all getting are these signs, these intuitions, and like how to move and what to do next. Or if you don't know what to do next, but you know your life is changing, what spirit wants you to do is, if you're moving too fast, to take the time to just slow down. Listen to the messages, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. And then that card I just pulled right now. New blueprints are being printed for you, or like new blueprints, like Akashic records is what I'm hearing, or like just a new foundation. I feel like you're also gaining new gifts, or you have gifts for you to share with the world, and that is what's going to be a catalyst for a foundation for your new ways of income. That makes sense? Yeah. But I feel like new blueprints are happening though. Like how I said, like trusting in the divine detours, because where you're led is going to be so much better. So much better. Okay, full spectrum. So now, have you ever, okay, I try not to get too excited because I have a microphone. So I have to like cool and collected, right? Um, but like, have you ever, I was doing this today and realized that spirit has saved you from a lot of situations, opportunity, like from you being stuck in certain situations, like why you walked away from certain things, why you moved, why you would have stayed stuck there. So give yourself grace is what I'm hearing for like how far you have come and where you're at right now. And this is just the beginning of like where you're headed to. So if things have felt chaotic, because like how I said, this is eclipse energy. We're in between eclipses right now. So it can be hectic and chaotic, but like spirit, now is the time to go inward. It's not a time to manifest. It's a time to go inward, and it's a time to do, yeah, some shadow work as well. But just what needs to be removed for you to level up to this next level in life. People, places, things, or and also like within too, because we could change the people, places, locations, but we come with ourselves. Like we take ourselves everywhere we go. So if we keep changing things and nothing's changing, then it's something within. And then I had pulled from my OG tarot, and we pulled the Star card, which is like how I feel like you're meant to be like seen or teach something. Something you're meant for more. You are meant for more, and you know this. So following your intuition and not letting people walk all over you is what I'm hearing too. Like not letting people, like I feel like getting one over on you. Like no, that's not going to happen anymore. And you are divinely protected. And if you don't know that, now you do. And I feel like using your discernment a whole lot better. It doesn't matter if you're a male, female, like, whatever you identify as. We have a masculine and a feminine within us, you know. So make sure you keep that balance, as well as using your discernment for those who are around you, because I feel like for where you're headed to right now is a lot of people can't come with you that used to be with you on like from the past, you know. But if you have been doing the decluttering and spirit has been removing, just allow it to like happen naturally, you know. Card fell on the floor. Oh, and then I had to split the deck, right? And we got the death. Ooh. Then we got the death card. And we got Ace of Pentacles. And then on the floor, hold on, at the Ace of Wands. So new inspiration, and this is like big inspiration ignited is what I'm hearing. And like I feel like we are finally like you know, like when they say like keep going, you're almost there, keep going, you're almost there, or you're almost there, like I feel like we're there. You know, and it's literally when we least expect it, which is so yeah, it's gonna happen quick. This too, it's gonna happen quick and when we least expect it, but it's happening sooner than we think. So this could either be, can you tell me what this is gonna be for a surprise? Oh, I could see a love offer, but you have to get those emotions right. And I could also see new business ventures as well. I knew two cards had fallen out, and we also had the Lovers. So this could be just a choice if it isn't love, and if you're not having love in your field, there just could be a choice need to be made, or it could be love and a choice. You know, excuse me, as confirmation. But I do feel that there is an offer coming in, and this can be an offer. Like how I said, it could be with work, it could be with love, it could be with both, it could be with new opportunities. The spirit just really wants you to go with the flow of life. It's love. It could be love. Like it's love. You know. And it's divinely orchestrated. Like I can't. And these are my cards. Like these are my babies. And it's like because you are going into a whole new just way of thinking, a way of being, and like what you're not putting up with, and like the wheel is finally turning in your favor. It really, really is. I promise it's going. And like I feel you, and like I know how it feels, and I know how it can feel, because trust me, we're on a very similar boat, you know. But continue to do the work, because remember, little steps have big outcomes, you know. And you have to remember, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, so you're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed, as long as you're learning and alchemizing, transmuting, and growing from them, you know. We can't stay stuck. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Like how I said, we could change the people, places, and things, but we take ourselves everywhere we go. So like how I said, like there's, like, I'm watching Cinderella, but like how I said, like Lucifer's holding the cat, and the mouse, and like Lucifer is holding the mouse, and like cat is just running in place, and he's not going anywhere, you know. And that's how I feel like it's like our own demons, or our own like self is holding us back, you know. When like I just feel like we have to get out of our own way, and like if something isn't working, maybe you gotta do something differently, you know. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You have to remember, nothing changes if nothing changes, and sometimes it has to be changed with, like it has to, not most, it has to be within, you know. Because of course there are other people, places, and things that have like an effect on our life, but at the same time we can only control ourselves. We can't control others, right? Yeah, but there's an offer coming in. I feel like it's, well, it's gonna be, I don't feel like you're not gonna expect it. I feel that's what's gonna happen. And then like, cause the strength that you have and what you're not putting up with anymore, spirit is sending you whole. Yep, a divine love. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh. And my finger just like pulled that out too. We got 10 of cups. Like, cards speak for themselves. But spirit just wants you to know, like, to keep pouring into yourself and loving yourself. And they see all the hard work that you've been putting in. And just trust, like, they were in between eclipses. So just continue to do the work. Love yourself, pour into yourself. And, like, if you can, stay in, and do that work.